Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? And what an exciting week ahead of us. The big elephant in the room is Gamestop, of course. Will it go up? Will it go down? Does the Raja just sell out? Get rid of these? Do I wait for what if this thing was $50 at the end of the week? I could have $5 million in profit. Or my worst case scenario is I could lose $170,000 if I did nothing with it. Do I hedge it? Do I go up and make some money? So many choices, so many questions. And I don't even know if we can answer them until the week starts and we start trading. But it's going to be an exciting week again, action-packed. We got a lot of stuff at play with IDX, CCIV still. We started that new position on Ericsson. So we'll see how all that does. And of course, we still have CTYX and Goldrich in play and Jaguar. CTYX had some news out on Friday, and it looks like this name change is coming pretty soon. But let's take a look where we're at and stuff for the week. As mentioned, so we wound up the week, we're starting the week at $5.7 million. So we are still ahead for the year, started with $5 million. So not bad, $728,000 up for the year, a little over, what does that equal, about 14% for the year, so not too bad. If you compare that with ARK and Kathy Wood, who everybody looks up to and stuff, she's down about 11% for the year. So we're doing really good in these choppy, turbulent markets, especially that we're playing so much high-risk stuff. So it's pretty good, but looking good and stuff. But yeah, let's take a look, guys. This is what we got going on for the week. Like I said, the big thing is, the big one is CCIV's big. Hopefully that one will pop back up this week. But GameStop is the really big one. What are we going to do with GameStop? What is the play there? So, we've looked at the positions. Like I said, we can write up ahead of us. So if we don't think GameStop's going to crash, we could write, these are the 100s, are sitting at $1.50, $1.60. We could write the 110s for 216, and we would actually be ahead for the week, like 60 cents, 70 cents. We could get a little bit more daring and do the 120s at 335. We could do the 125s at $4. And try and make $200,000-300,000 for the week. So there's lots of different moves we can make, or we could just close it all down and go do something new. We could also, if GameStop runs, get rid of the 100s, and I may go out and buy some more 100s or a different strike price further out. So lots of things at play there. In other news, the markets are trending a little bit down, as you can see. Dow down 35, Nasdaq down 17. So not nothing really big, but I think something that's going to be of very big interest to people, and they need to be aware of, is this boat, the Evergreen boat, stuck in the canal. This is going to be a big thing if this thing doesn't get out of the way pretty soon. And you're going to start seeing oil prices, gas prices, and all these things moving and stuff. And that's, like I said, it's going to be a big problem if they don't solve this really quickly. Why is it a big problem? 13% of the world's trade of products and stuff goes through this canal over in Egypt. So this is big. And a couple of things I've been looking at. Like I said, 2 more tugboats are on the way. You would think they would have a surplus of tugboats to get there pretty quick. Plus, they have a dredger there. To me, it seems like they're not moving as fast as they could. I don't know how you would move faster, but it just seems like they could do a lot more stuff a lot faster to get this thing going. Also, why don't they have some tractors on the land pushing at the boat or something, maybe to push it backwards into the water. If the tugboat, I don't know. It seems like they could do a lot faster. But this is crazy. $400 million an hour is being lost with that not open. Now there is an alternative, but just kind of like how the Panama Canal is, where you can go all the way down and around, but that takes like 7 to 9 days versus using the canal, which is 2 days. So it's not like the end of the world, but a lot of the vessels that are stuck over there, it is going to slow stuff down for us. So I think everything's going to recover pretty quickly from this, but temporarily it's definitely creating a nightmare. And think about all these companies. If you're not running boats and stuff, you're not moving. So you got to be moving and stuff. But it'll be definitely very interested. Welcome everyone. I hope you guys all are ready to make lots of money this week. Bitcoin's having a bounce back. Somebody asked me on Friday what should they do with their money. I said maybe half Bitcoin, half in the market. But like I said, it seems like every weekend Bitcoin's been running, and then it seems like on Mondays, Monday mornings, Monday evening, into Monday, it seems to sell off. I don't know if people are moving. I don't know if people are like, oh, the markets are closed. Let's put all our money into Bitcoin for the weekend, and the markets are back open. Let's pull that money out. We'll go back to the stock market. So it's definitely going to be interesting what people do. But definitely be interesting. You guys got, obviously for us, the big one, Gamestop, was down on Friday, a couple of points. Very interesting. I mean, the thing ran as high as 218. So that's pretty strong. I mean, this thing was up 38 points from where it closed. It also had a low of 163, which it bounced off of, but it's a good sign that it didn't run, if it would have kept running. So it'll be interesting, I know that the thing's going to get smacked. It's going to get moved around again, and there's lots of ways to play this. There's people who want this thing to go up to make money, people who want it to go down to make money. It's going to be very interesting to see where it ends and where it goes. I think it should go down this week if the overall market goes down. Unfortunately, if the overall market goes down, and especially like Friday where electric vehicles, they had a great day on Thursday in that rally, but then on Friday, electric vehicle stocks got hit. You had, obviously CCIV down, IDX down, Tesla down, NEO down. So it's very interesting what will happen there and stuff. But let's what do we have for questions here and stuff? See what you guys are looking at. The Cuban Chef says, Raja got banned from Facebook for a few days. Check KSIA. They've been on a halt since Thursday. They have a brain cancer therapy that looks promising. KSIA, sure. KSIA. That's weird. Nothing. KSI. I don't know. That KSIA. KSLA. KSLA. I don't know. Well, I don't know why it's not KSLA. I don't know if this is it. I don't think this is it. Not sure what the symbol is. I don't know why it's not pulling up, so I cannot comment on that one. But if it's halted, that's not a very good. Oh, there we go. KZIA. All right. But if it's any stock that's halted, I mean, usually when they halt a stock for news pending, just 5 or 10 minutes. If this thing's been halted since Thursday. Hold on. So 6-month chart, 5-day chart. I don't know. I will be honest with you. If they had positive news that was going to make the stock go up a lot, it would have been unhalted by now. I have a feeling that when this reopens, my guess is that it's going to drop a lot. They don't have positive news. That would be my best guess. I don't know anything about this stock. But usually when they halt a stock, it's because of volatility or something is going up. When they keep it halted, I mean, if they had good news to tell everyone, they would just unhalt it. I mean, it would be out. So I don't know. Definitely be interesting what happens with that one. Lord Beerus, what's going on with Jax? I have 2,000 shares. Well, let's ask our expert in the house. Jeff Schwartz says Jax is waiting for announcement on Dragon SPAC. So we're just waiting for news and stuff. It'll definitely be very, very interesting. EJ says, Raja, when you turn your portfolio into $10 million this year, that means $500 spins at casino to celebrate. We're going to be doing $5,000 spins to celebrate my 50th birthday this July at my big birthday bash at the Cosmo. We're going to have details on that coming up, so it's pretty exciting. Looking forward to that. But yeah, with $10 million, we can do a lot more than $500 spins. So it's a slot machine. How far do you think GameStop will go down tomorrow? I'm hoping it goes down to $50 tomorrow. I'm hoping for the largest single day drop ever in the history of GameStop. $50. I'll make $5 million tomorrow, and it will be a terrific start to my week. No, it's going to be interesting. If the overall markets are down, it's going to go down a lot. You also have to remember a lot of the retail investors are losing interest in it. And there's other stocks that are coming and going, and you have to see, what else looks the most interesting. I still think AMC is a terrific short. We've discussed this. I love short. I said at $14 this would be terrific. It went all the way down to about $8, $9. Then it, had that little rally with the market. I think, like I said, I think this stock has tremendous. You also have to remember, even if you said to me, Raja, it's a reopening trade, blah blah blah. Movie theaters don't do good in the summertime. That's not their peak season. So even being summer, they aren't going to be that strong of a place. For coming up. The movie theaters just don't do well in the summertime. Which makes sense. It's nice outside. Who wants to go to the movie theater? Yes, in the wintertime when it's cold outside, people love to go to the movie theaters. Now the big thing, this will be the real test too. How much in the box office. This Wednesday, the new Godzilla movie comes out. This is a big budget film. And this is one of the I know that some of these have hit both, but this is gonna be the real test. HBO Max is putting this out for free if you have HBO Max, or you're paying. So basically, you could buy HBO Max for $10 or 12, I don't know, 14. Even though it's $15 a month, if you had a family of 4, that would pay for HBO Max for 4 months versus going to the movie theaters. It's obviously not the same experience, but a lot of people have big movie theater rooms in their houses and stuff. So I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be very, very interesting. What happens? Big shout out to Woofs in the House, with one of our YouTube sponsors, with those special emojis that they get. Thank you guys for all your support of being a YouTube sponsor. Also, big thank you to all our Patreon members who get access. So all my trades in real time, I post on our Patreon. And you can go to patreon.com/Raja Makes Money. And on top of it, we have Kenny and the research team. And on our private Facebook group, you get access to it. So any Patreon members watching, if you haven't got added to the Facebook group yet, please make sure you get a hold of us or follow the direction so we can get you added there. And it's great. That's where Kenny's been putting out in the research team so many picks. And a lot of them, they've had some really, really good days. And this week, I'm going to start trying to play some more of them. I told you guys Sunday we're going to start doing some stuff. So I'm going to definitely try and hit some more of those plays because we've done good, and I think those you hit for 5 or 10%. So, a lot of people have said, Raja, we don't have $5 million in our account. We're playing with 5,000 or 10,000 or 1,000. So I'm going to do some trades for like $1,000, $5,000, and $10,000 just to show you guys how easy it is to make trades and make money. Remember, all these trades are for entertainment purposes only. I'm just showing you the trades I'm making, but hopefully I'll make money making those trades. And I want to show you guys that, I all the time make you can make $1,000, 5-10% in minutes. A lot of the, if you have a stock that's, 7 cents and, you buy $700 worth of it and it runs to 8 cents and now you have $800 worth of it, you make $100. It's a 13% return. It's very easy to make, it's very easy to make money in the stock market. It's hard to find those home runs that you say you're going to buy it, for 10 cents and it's going to go to $10. Those are the ones that are, if we all knew when those were about to break out and come, we would all be retired and we wouldn't even have to worry about trading stock anymore. So, what else do you guys got? What are your thoughts on CX? CX. It looks like a great chart. Keeps going up. Looks like it dips down and keeps going up. So, a little off its highs. Looks like a good stock. It looks pretty solid to me. I don't know anything about it, but looks pretty solid. It says earnings per share, it loses money, but looks pretty challenged. Yangon says, can you do a challenge? 10K to $1 million. Sure, who wants to challenge me? No, we can do any challenge. You have to, if you can put 10K into something at $1 that goes to 100, you'll have your $10 million. So definitely tougher, or your $1 million. What are your thoughts on Robinhood IPO? It will be oversubscribed, it will be very pricey, and it will probably come down after the open, but it's going to be a big deal. I mean, Robinhood is, even with the whole GameStop thing, Robinhood is in the news. It's a big time thing. Joe, thoughts on JAG? We just discussed this a little while ago. It's just waiting on that Dragon SPAC until it gets going. What are your thoughts on GNUS? Phil in our group loves that stock. This is another one of those stocks. This thing was, lower. It's $2 to 260, 70, I don't know, somewhere in there. We pull it up for you. It's been higher. It's, supposed to have, stuff coming out on it. It's near its highs. It's when it got to $11, so it's not. Oops, hold on. I don't even know when it got to $11 in the last year. I don't know. I mean, right here, green. Well, stock picking isn't easy. Those willing to persist. It's possible by shares. I don't know. It seems to be holding. I definitely think you've probably seen a bottom, but hard to say on that one. I think we played it a long time ago, just as a day trade. But as of right now, we definitely don't have any and stuff. Woof says, "Did you talk about CTYX yet? Any word on name change?" They've mentioned it earlier at the beginning of the show. They've said that the name change is supposed to be coming. Anytime before the end of the month. So we are all waiting for that name change. But I mean, the news is out. It looked like positive news the other day. It brought it up a little bit. Didn't see the run we were hoping to see on it. So definitely be interesting. Michael Richter, going to play Apple again? Possibly. I like Apple. I think Apple at $121, and this price range is terrific. So this is definitely one on the radar. I mean, look at the 6-month chart on this thing. I mean, this is where it has that stabilization around the 120s, and when it's split, definitely looks like great potential to keep coming up and stuff. Nikki Syke, $5 super chat. Thanks to you and the crew for keeping informed financially and entertained during some tough times. Boom. Very welcome, Nikki, and hope you're doing good in the casino. I wouldn't be surprised if you're in the casino right now watching me. So, best of luck always. Roland Clark, Scott, your thoughts on the sell-off of Viacom and Discovery and the margin call from Tiger Fund on Friday affecting those stocks? Can you speak on how margin call affects stocks? So I read that whole article and with Viacom, and a lot of people know what happened. So something about they had to get out of the stock, So the Biden administration is there's talk of banning Chinese stocks. What does that mean? Well, that's why Baidu and a lot of these other Chinese listed companies on the American Stock Exchange have been selling off pretty heavily, like 18 to 30, 40%. Now that company that he's speaking about with the Tiger Fund, they got hammered because of they were over leveraged in the Chinese and stuff stocks. Now, Viacom, I thought overall was looking pretty good. It also had just ran to its all-time high. So while Viacom, and this is one thing people always forget about, and like we've mentioned, while Viacom crashed, you also have to remember it just ran. So when you really look at it, and you look at the 1-month chart or a 6-month chart, and here, let me pull it up for you guys. When you look at it, and you look at this 1 month, so this is 6 months. The stock wasn't anything more than a $40 a share stock, where it's at. It is a profitable company, and then it just exploded right here. So as of March 1st, this was only a $62 stock near its highs, and then it went to the new highs above $102. But 52-week range on this stock is $12 to $102. So even at $48, it's 4 times up from where it was. So I think it's going to come back some. I think it was oversold, and I also don't think that one company affects. I don't think that one fund is going to just manipulate that large of a company. It's a $30 billion company. How much stock did that fund own? In Viacom, maybe even if it was $100 million, it's a lot of money, but this company is trading 216 million shares a day at, $50 a share. I mean, do the math. I mean, like I said, anytime a bunch of people sell, but I don't think that is the whole driver behind it, but that's my opinion on it. Asia Broadband, this one has been up and down and all over the place for us, and we played it. Annual gross profit affirming mining operations, development success. So it says pays a 1 for 50 stock dividend on 4-5. Do you think that will drive the price? Well, usually a stock dividend hurts a stock, or that's priced into the stock when a stock has a dividend. Like every time Apple does their dividend, it reduces the stock because it takes cash on hand out of the stock. Now, a lot of people use their dividends to reinvest in the stock. So if every single person was reinvesting in the stock with their dividend, that would help the stock. If every person just takes the cash and the company's, takes the money they would have had and gives it out, then that hurts the stock. So you have to kind of look at that and stuff. Eric says, question, what do you think about Tesla at 600? Hold for 10 years. So here's what I think about Tesla. And we've discussed Tesla all the time. I think it's a terrific company. I think it's very sentimental to people. Kind of how GameStop is sentimental to the memes and the Wall Street bet people and the meme people. GameStop is Tesla is very sentimental to a lot of investors. But at $900, $880, this thing, I told you guys this thing was going to drop. And I told you it would come to the 500s. It did touch 500, bounced back a little if you look at the chart for the last month. And got way down here. It came back. It started going again. Almost $700, and now it's back where it is. Just this week alone. But still, it's trading at 966 times earnings. So if I was selling you a business that was worth $1, would you pay $966 for that business? Even if I told you the business is going to double every year for 5 years. So if you paid $1 for this business, year 2 would be worth $2. Year 3 would be worth $4. Year 4 it would be worth $8. Year 5 it would be worth $16. Do you want to buy that business for $966 that on year 5 is going to be worth $16? So that's what you're looking at. Now if their growth was going to be 200% a year, then it's different, Then you say, 200% a year, I buy a business at $1, next year's 200, then it's gonna be worth, 600, and then it's gonna be worth $1,800. It's a steal at a 966 P&E. I definitely like it better at 966 P&E than I did at 1,800 or 1,400 when it was $900. But I think Tesla's going to come down, and I think it's way overvalued. And if you look at the other electric vehicle stocks on the market, they're not priced anywhere near that. Tesla has, like I said, great technology, great product. Not knocking the company, it's just valuation. It's the same thing with GameStop that people don't understand. I read the comments, Raja, this thing's the best. Well, let's just be honest. GameStop missed their numbers, right? They just missed everything, in their last earnings. That's their only quarter of the year that they actually make any money, and they made money, but they missed on top line and they missed on earnings by a penny. So, what does that tell you? They have 3 more quarters now of making no money. This quarter that is going on right now, they're not going to make any money. Who's walking into GameStop right now? What new system just came out in March? What new games are coming out in March and April and May? Hardly. There's new games all the time. There's no blockbusters. They all come out, and all the new systems came out for the holiday systems. For the new PlayStation, the new Xbox. All the new hot video games came out for the holiday season. So now they're stuck. What are they going to do? Yeah, that's great. Their e-commerce business up 100%, 1,000%. It doesn't even matter what percentage it's up. If your stores are going all the way down to 0 and losing money, it's having an e-commerce shop's not going to save that entire business. It's going to help it, but until they shut 5,000 stores down and lay off 25,000 people, it's definitely going to be a long shot what happens and stuff. So, Rupan at Raja, are you willing to go into Home Depot or Lowe's? They look like solid plays for the summer. Those have all done well, and they did really well last year with the reopening plays, and they've been solid stocks. I just don't think you're going to see I guess there's a couple of things here. If you're looking for a stock that has a small dividend and you're looking for something long term that you just want to have in a portfolio. But let's look at this. If you look at like the 1 year chart on this, and these charts are tough because you're dealing with the obviously the COVID here in March. But if you looked at I guess like this one here, if you did a 5 year chart, it keeps going up and stuff, and this is probably where it's worth, and all of a sudden it had this little rally here, but it's gonna come back down some. But like I said, if you're looking for something with a nice dividend, you have a 2% yield. So if you had money in the bank right now, you're not making 2% on it. This pays you 2%, so it's a nice little investment, or return on investment, 2%. But what is the potential of how much higher will this go? It's and like I said, it's really tough because when you look at these charts, I think the 6-month chart's more realistic. 6 months ago was $287. It's near its all-time highs at $304. So in a 6-month period, the opportunity maybe this stock's going to go up 5%. I don't think this stock has another 5 or 10% this year in it. Anything's possible, but it's not like there's going to be an explosion in home remodeling this summer or this quarter, or so many people did a lot of that during COVID. So you actually it may actually come back and stuff. So it'll be very, very interesting. Jeff says GameStop has a new logo, so to the moon. Fusion says the reason why GME can keep going higher, naked short positions. So that's not really true at all. The nakeds don't have to cover. I know people have said, if when everyone covers, it'll keep. At some points when people cover, but it's interesting. this stock doesn't do anything. It has days it trades 8 million shares, and is within $2 or $3 of open and close, and it has a day where it's up. This is what you want to look at as a sign of weakness. When a stock goes up 38 points during the day and finishes down, is up 38 points and then goes down and comes in flat, or loses 2 points. It just there's different stuff. And the other thing is, people don't know when the thing was up at 238, did they start shorting, or 228, did they start shorting it like no other and then bought it all back at 270? Nobody really knows. There's a lot of people making money as it goes up. A lot of people are making money as it goes down. Eric says if you're not making 200% return on investment annually, then you're not in Bitcoin. At some point, Bitcoin's done terrific this last year, and nobody can argue that. But at some point, it's also very volatile. So unless you hold it and never do anything with it, you'll never realize any gains. So at some point you have to be able to get out of it or do something with that money. But a lot of people undo that $20,000 before it came all the way back down to that $3,000-$4,000. So it definitely is risky at times. Renslots. Hedge funds are dumping and buying stocks in giant blocks. Crazy that they're doing it in such large blocks. I've made so much money this year. It doesn't matter if they dump 5 million shares at a time. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. When you have millions or billions of dollars at play, you really aren't trading in blocks of 5,000 shares. You have to be trading in blocks of 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 shares, depending on how much money you're putting into something in the strike price. So definitely interesting there. Ryan in Sartell. At Raja Makes Money. Hi. May I get your thoughts on Pfizer? Seems like it's finally on the rise. Earnings should be solid going forward. Here's the thing with Pfizer. Pfizer's a terrific company, been around forever. Obviously has a vaccine that's out there and took in a lot of money. The problem for Pfizer and why Pfizer got going and got up to that $42, $43 range. I played it for a while. It's back down around 35, 36. Well, let me just make sure it didn't run on Friday or something. But last time I saw it, it was around there. Hold on. Yeah, $36. So when you look at Pfizer, and this is right when the vaccinations were coming out and it got really hot. Here's the thing with Pfizer. Pays a really nice yield, dividend. So one thing, a lot of companies with higher dividends, they're not going to go up in value as quick, because instead of them trying to go up in value, that's why like a lot of people like oil and gas dividends and companies like that, they pay out most of their money in return, not really in value of the stock. So these aren't companies that are going to be high flyers. The other thing, and the reason it's actually down, if you look at it, it really hasn't done anything in 5 years. So basically, here, this is what I would say with Pfizer. You have a stock that's always going to be $35. Will it go to 40? Yes. Will it go to 30? Yes. Will it stay in this range? Yes. Are they going to always be profitable? Probably. Will they have new drugs coming out? Yes. What hurt Pfizer a lot in the last couple of years? Well, their number one drug that they had a monopoly on, Viagra, is now allowed to be made generically. So that killed them on a lot of their profitability. So when you have stuff like that, when stuff like that changes, that hurts you. But like I said, they're giving their money back as a dividend. So definitely want to take a look at that. Also, guys, if you're first time watching, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, please make sure you do. If you're watching on Facebook, please make sure you follow me. Also, a big shout out on YouTube to all our YouTube sponsors who stand out in the chat, have access to the really cool emojis and stuff. And of course, all our Patreon members. And like I said, all our new Patreon members, if you haven't got added to the private Facebook group, please message us on Patreon or follow the directions. We want to make sure we get you into the private Patreon group. So, also, guys, you're not going to believe this. I had a special guest here in the studio today with me. Come say hi to everyone. Look who's here, guys. The one and only Michael Richter stopped in today.
Hello.
Wait, how do you sound on the mic? I'll have to do a mic check.
Yeah, hi, how you doing?
So, and tomorrow, good news tomorrow, our sound guy who helped set up the studio, he's coming, because I actually have 2 mics in here.
Oh.
We got the new camera in, we got 2 mics going. It's coming along. It's work in progress. It's going to get bigger and better. Getting excited for it. But I think it's going to be a great week. We got a lot of stuff going on this week, and I hope you guys all make a lot of money. And this is going to be a week. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to make some moves. I'm not, I don't really have a lot crazy at stake right now. The GameStop, like I said, worst case scenario on GameStop, if I don't do anything, I lose 170 grand. I'm going to do something. Maybe tomorrow it's down 50 cents. I say, screw it, I'm done. I lost 50 more grand, on this position. But I'm out. It's done. I really like CCIV at 24 bucks. This one, I think CCIV has a lot of support at 21, depending on what the market does. If these are down tomorrow, you remember when we played them, last week I did good on a couple of those average downs and, until Friday when it dropped. But definitely going to be watching this one, 23s, 24s, if it drops some more. I think it's a good play. Ericsson, this is a cell tower one. This one's going to be here for a while. It's very cheap, 30 cent. If anybody's looking for a cheap call option to play, this is a great one, for 30 bucks, buy one contract. If the stock in the next 3 months goes to $16.30, you break even. If the stock doesn't, you're out $30. So it's a cheap one to get into and play. Oh, everybody's saying hello, Michael.
Huh?
They're saying, Justin says, what's Michael's position on GameStop?
Oh yeah, I gotta talk in this thing again.
Oh, they can hear you.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't really. I would say. I mean, that's hard.
Well, what's your position? Do you think it's going to go up? Do you think it's going to go down?
Where is it at right now?
It's at 180.
Show me.
Huh?
Let's go. Yeah, let's pull it up. Pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. What do you think? What chart do you want to look at? Maybe that will be the next contest.
5-day
the
chart.
Michael 5-day chart?
Yeah.
That's the 5-day chart. Look at the 1 month chart. Maybe that will be our next contest. You'll be competing against Michael Richter in a trading contest.
Probably lose that.
You would?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You picked the right ones. Well, okay, Doug A has a question for you. Do you still shop at GameStop?
No.
Why not?
Because everything I use buy off the internet now.
Okay, well, they have an e-commerce store. Why wouldn't you use GameStop's e-commerce store to buy stuff?
Because I already use a way better one. It has all my library saved onto it as well.
What is that?
Steam.
Steam?
Yeah, even it saves all your game in the library, so.
Okay, so why? Because I even said to you, Jolene, we got the new PlayStation 4, and she was going to get some games for it. I said, oh, why don't you go to the store and get the games? And her thing was, why? I just get them online, download them. I said, well, yeah, but what if you want to sell them? You buy a new game for $60 and you want to sell it for $20 or $30. If you download it online, you can't do that. I don't care.
Okay.
Well, and that's the whole thing, and that's why the GameStop and the streets, the retail stores are dying.
You get like $4 back.
Yeah.
$4 isn't worth it to return it.
Brett says, ask Michael if he wants to put all into Bitcoin. Would you put all your money into Bitcoin? If you had, what would you put all your money into as a millennial?
I'd put it all into the S&P.
S&P 500?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? It's an all-time high.
Long term.
Huh?
Long term.
The S&P 500? That's
Yeah.
what you would play long term?
Yeah, long term.
So you just do that because you don't want to mess with it, or
Yeah, I don't want to mess with it. You know, it's always going up.
it's always going up?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but at some point markets always come down.
Yeah, and
it goes up and come down.
Then it goes back up even higher. I mean, look what happened. Look what happened at the beginning of the year. See, I don't know how to check on it.
What are we looking for?
S&P 500.
There.
Okay, we go look for like the 2 year, 5 year.
Well, but the entire market is up. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what stock you bought on March 18th. You're ahead. If you bought anything on March 18th, you're ahead for the last year. You know, or March 28th even. You know, but March, you know, when everything crashed, tremendously.
Huh? You're still ahead if you bought 5 years ago.
Well, all the markets are up if you bought. But you also have to look at your rate of return. You know, what is your, you know, the S&P just came close, or well, not Friday, but, May Friday, it came to all-time highs again. But you have to look at what is, here, so if you look at the 1 month chart, right here, you know, it's trading right at its all-time highs. Where, like I said, I don't know, does this show the 50, doesn't have the return on investment for X amount of days? Okay, so year to date, so the 1 year change is 53%. Well, that makes sense because we crashed in March of last year, so you know, it'd be hard not to be up only 53%. Year to date change is only 5%, which is pretty good for 3 months. And if you look at where we're trending we're trending at 15% for the year.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm doing, which some people probably think is crazy and insane on some of my trades and how I do it, we're actually 3 times better than the S&P 500. At one point, we were really better. We were up to almost 22%. So definitely interesting what you think and stuff.
Were you up by 8,000% like a year ago?
Huh?
Were you up by 8,000% a year ago?
8,000. Oh,
Yeah.
Last year we were up 5,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's your start of the holiday week?
We started right in March last year.
How did you spend your stars?
Huh?
Oh,
What?
questions.
Oh, which question?
That one, yeah.
Right here.
I don't know what that means.
How do you spend your stars over the holiday, Michael?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Oh, from the Facebook stars that I give you guys. That's when they buy stuff. Michael now is on the gym membership. He's looking for a new gym bag. So whatever they want. Joe, I bought Joe an entire workout system in the basement. So whatever they want to do with it, they just tell me, and Amazon delivers it for him.
Yeah, I bought a gym bag going to now.
Yeah, he's got a gym bag. What'd you get last week? Water bottle, workout bottle.
Yeah, yeah.
These shoes, new shoes.
These are new. These are old.
Or no,
These are like a year old. These are a year old.
No, we're the ones you just got the other. Or that was Joe.
That was Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe got shoes. So they picked their stuff. Well, and Joe, the PlayStation was Joe's big one. That was very expensive.
Yeah.
But and he just got my car now, so he's doing good. Oh, that's a tough one. Michael, is it better for the economy, Trump or Biden? That's a tough one. We don't get into politics here. That'd be funny. But let's see. It's a slot machine wants to know, have you invested in Scientific Games stock? I have not.
I don't think those exist.
Huh? Scientific Games? Yeah, it's a publicly traded company. Scientific Games makes a lot of the games that we play in the casinos.
Oh, excuse me.
SG, yeah. They make a lot of the popular games. Their stock was way down. You know, there's some C on it. And then, of course, when everything was shut down, it has done really well since everything is back up. SGM, is that it? Wow, that's actually, yeah, as I say, wow, it's way off its highs. Surprise. It's so far off its highs. 52. It's pretty strong off its high. I mean, it's way up from $5 this year, but interesting. But I think they're going to have a strong earnings as more stuff opens. Plus, they have all the licensing deals and all the online stuff. Jeff says, did you ever pick up AMC? Nothing yet. AMC is the one I wanted to short, and I have not done it yet. So, Dina says, Scott, will you adopt me? I'm an excellent cook. I don't know, maybe.
Or have
a chef.
Where you have a cook?
Yeah, we got Jolene now. She's been cooking up a storm. She made a shrimp and steak. It's like a French dish yesterday. She did shrimp and steak. Also, I'm so proud of her. She started working out. I got her a workout, a trainer and stuff. And Jolene is down 8 pounds in the last month since she started working out and eating healthy. So she's cooking all her own food. We started buying online. They both get 12 meals a week from, what's it called?
Snap food?
Snap food. We also just did another one that's like 30 meals for the week that I've been doing, trying to get back in shape. So we're all trying to get healthy, back in shape over here at the...
Well, I'm already in shape. I'm just trying to get bigger.
Yeah, Michael's working out all the time now. He's got a lot of hockey coming up in camps. Hopefully they'll be training. But no, it's been really good getting Joe more active and back into stuff. Her next big mission that we're working on is Jolene to get a job this summer. So that will be challenging. Whoops. Caleb says, can you take a look at ATNF? Of course we can. ATNF. Also, guys, when you do ask to take a look at stocks, always let me know like what you want me to look for, or if there's something in particular and stuff. But look at this one. 1-800 Life Science Corp. Let's look at the 6-month chart. I guess this one just started trading the other day, maybe? Or name changed? I don't know anything about this one.
You haven't clicked on it yet.
Oh, there we go. So September started trading. $11, all the way down to $2. Wow, this thing really moved. $6 to $10 range. Market cap. How much volume? Volume 43 million shares. Oh no, this looks like a really good one to day trade maybe. Hot pursuit of new anti-inflammatory blockbusters. Don't know. I mean, obviously, if they come out with something that works, they're going to go a lot higher. So, not sure on that one. Don't know a whole lot about it. But based on those charts, it's right in the middle there. I wouldn't call it really hot one or anything. Definitely one for the research team. So, Jason says, Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade won't let anyone short AMC without having 3 times the stock price cash in your account. Correct. Well, I can't even get stock on too short for AMC or Gamestop or any of them with having the cash in my account. So definitely been tough and stuff there. Hey, good to see Lady Di Slots in the house. Says, Raja, check out Amgen as they have had a huge layoff. So it's interesting. Sometimes when companies have layoffs, it helps their stock because shareholders reward them and say, hey, they have layoffs. They're going to save all this money. Unfortunately, it's sad when you have layoffs because you just put out, hundreds or thousands of people out of work. But as a shareholder, that layoffs are good for a stock a lot of times. This one here looks like Amgen looks like it's been doing pretty good. Looks like it has this range. It's getting near, towards its highs, not near its low. This is another one that has a nice dividend. I think this one is, if you see a little bit more of a dip around 230, 240. Let's look last month. 232. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I said. 230, 240. I think if you see this around 230, 240, it's a nice entry point. I wouldn't buy it here towards the top unless they have some more news coming out that's really supposed to propel it forward. That would be my opinion on it. But hey guys, thank you all so much for joining us this Sunday. It's gonna be another fun and exciting week. We got lots going on, and hopefully get lots of trades going. And thank you guys all so much for joining us. All our Patreon members, don't forget, take advantage of that Facebook group. Kenny and the research team, they're there to help you guys. Anything you need, they're there for you. And hey, you guys are the money makers. I'm just the Raja, and I want you guys to make a lot of money this week. Take care, and best of luck.